Sorry guys, you're currently on a roundabout. So I was just attaching my tripod. Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Now I haven't filmed a video like this in a very long time. And do you know what, I was having a look on my YouTube channel and this is my most popular video ever that I filmed, like, let me see how long, I think it's a very long time ago. And I had 4 years ago, and I had a little look and I really wanted to do an updated, just more knowledgeable version of this because I'm much more knowledgeable now. I've got a lot more experience and yeah, I just feel like, I mean, let me just show you a tiny bit of this. I swear I spoke like a sloth back then too. I don't know what was wrong with me. I also look like an Oompa Loompa. Some of my favourite glute exercises at the moment to help grow the booty. You guys know how much I love working the booty. That's why I have the workout guide. Why the heck do I talk like that? Like, that's just not how my... That's not what my voice actually sounds like, I swear. But anyway, basically today we are going to be doing and showing you my 5 absolute must-do, best ever glute exercises. Now I know that so many people struggle with targeting and really feeling their glutes and hitting them, so I thought and hope this will be helpful. I can go kind of in depth into my tips and tricks for each move for the bum, because I have been training now for a very long time. I've also been teaching and coaching now for many years. I'm not saying that I know everything, because I definitely don't, but I do feel like I have kind of mastered the glutes situation and really knowing what the best moves are, what the tips are to really feeling them in the move. Yeah, I just feel like I know my glutes situation, so I'm hoping that I can share some tips today. But I just want to say as well as, you know, integrating moves like I'm going to show you today into your routines, there are so many factors to growing your glutes, and obviously every body is different and lots of people genetically find it more difficult and it takes longer, but training and growing muscle takes time and it's not a quick fix. If anybody tells you that, they are lying. It takes years to grow muscle properly, and some people it takes longer for certain parts of their body. Different people have stubborn muscle groups compared to other people. That's just something I wanted to note, as well as eating, having a good nutritious diet, not cutting things out. I feel like there's a lot of bad information that it's being squashed now a lot better, but there's a lot of information about cutting things out, etc., which I personally don't agree with. I think it's important to get everything into your diet in moderation, and not cutting out things like carbs, and that was a big thing. I mean, there are different diet types, I guess. I don't really agree with them though. I don't think they're sustainable, and yeah, I think long term cutting anything out is just not good for your body. So eating lots of nutritious foods, lots of carbs, veggies, lots of protein will help you grow your muscles, as well as glute activation, which I will show you a little bit of before I show you my 5 must-do moves. It's very key to getting your bum warmed up, getting it ready, and being able to use those muscles to their absolute maximum then in your exercises in the workouts. And also another thing, structure and following a plan always helps, because plans usually are written with progressive overload in mind. So repeating movements and progressing with those movements is so key to growing muscle. So trust your plan. I've recently been following my own plans on my own app, Beyond. If you want to join it, I always link it in the description box. I'm such a plugger. But whatever plan you do want to follow, it's usually a better way to grow your muscles and really see progress. Anyway, I'm just waiting for my fiance to get in the car because he's going to help me film the clips today. But let's get training. Let's go show you these moves. You could do this as a whole workout, or you could integrate these moves into your sessions. If you do my app, you will recognize a lot of these moves, but I'm going to do a little talk over so that you can really, you know, get some good insight and tips and tricks. I was thinking of chatting my way through the gym, but I'm a blabber. I usually do like 45-minute vlogs, so I'm not doing that today. I'm just going to be focused and go in with the best tips, tricks, anything important I want to say about each move will be on the talk over, so I'll see you in there. Okay, we are kicking off today's session with some glute activation, but also here we're actually opening up our hips. So our hip flexors, you may not know this, are connected and essentially partners in crime with our glutes. And it's so key to open them up. They can get very tight, especially if you have a job where you sit down a lot. It's the same with our glutes. It's a big reason why a lot of people struggle to incorporate the glute muscles to their absolute maximum in their sessions. And a lot of people have very stubborn glutes, especially if you sit on them all day. So here we are activating them. We're doing a few different variations of moves that are very isolating on the glutes. You want to really focus on mind to muscle connection when you're trying to, you know, wake up your glute muscles. So you want to think about those muscles. Squeeze, but don't overextend, don't arch that back as you're lifting here. You just want to really focus on firing them up, getting the blood moving around them so that they are ready to go. Okay, we are kicking off our 5 favourite moves with the golden, absolute favourite of mine. It is the hip thrust. So you may have just seen, I did actually just tilt my bench slightly downwards. Now, if your bench can do that, have a go, because I find it makes it much more comfortable then for my shoulder blades to rest on it. However, it's not essential, so don't worry if you can't find a bench that does that. But you want your shoulder blades resting on it so that your body is relatively still at the top and it's just the lower part of your body working. Now, you might be able to see here, I have my feet slightly pointed outwards. I find then my glute muscles are more incorporated in this move. As we are lifting up, we're squeezing, we're not overextending, we're not arching that back. You just want that squeeze, so focus on that squeeze, think about that squeeze, mind to muscle connection, push through those heels, pause at the top briefly, and keep that chin tucked in and you'll be good to go. Okay, we actually have a little bonus here, and this isn't one of the 5, but I wanted to show you a variation of hip thrust which I think is so fabulous if you want that extra burn. So this is what I call a hip thrust trio. Just for example, 8 normal reps, and then we're going straight into 8 pulses and then an 8-second hold. Have a go, guys. It is so good. High volume, but so much burn on that bum. Try it. I also just wanted to quickly show you here a little hack for removing your plates from your bar, because it's one of my least favorite things to do. Pop that little plate underneath. So much easier to pull it off. I was very pleased with myself. Second exercise today, we have a barbell reverse lunge elevated. Now, as you can see, I'm standing on a small plate. It adds just a slight bit of elevation, but allows me to go that little bit deeper. Now, when you are doing these, I would suggest before doing your set, actually practicing body weight so that you can get a feel for where you want that back foot to go. You don't want it to be too narrow, your lunge stance, because then you'll be targeting your quads more, but you also don't want it to be too far back because you could hurt your back then as well. So as you push up from that lunge, you want to be pushing through that heel and that front foot to really get that glute working. This is a very compound move. It uses a lot of muscles. It's tough. But start lower on the weight, perfect your form. It's so freaking good for your glutes, guys, trust me. And make sure you're going nice and deep. You don't want any half reps. The deeper the better. Next up, we have the sumo deadlift. Now, as you can see, I have a very wide stance here, and that is what makes this deadlift so different to any other deadlift, but also I think the best deadlift for your glutes. Now, I also actually have my toes slightly pointed out, which you can see, and this again will help get those glutes involved, but also the inner thighs will be very involved in this. Now, you want to keep a neutral spine the whole time, you want to keep that chest lifted, and you want to really breathe, but also work your way up with the weight, get that form right first, and then increase those weights. Okay, next up we have the walking lunge. So as you can see, we are walking while we are lunging. Something that I actually try to do when I do my walking lunges is not stop in between each one, because it keeps that tension throughout the whole time and will make it much more challenging. However, you can stop and, you know, bring your legs together each time if you prefer. Now, to really get those glutes involved, I have to make sure that my leg comes nice and far forward. I want to get nice and deep in the lunge, and also I try to follow those dumbbells down to that front foot slightly, but keep a nice straight back, chest lifted. And last but not least, we have the cable pull through. So I usually tend to finish sessions with moves like this because they are less compound and more isolating on the glutes and more of an accessory move. Now, basically, you want to have your back to your cable machine with a rope pulley in your hands. You want to keep yourself nice and strong and stable. You don't want to be jiggling about. And you also want to keep that spine nice and neutral again. Now, as you slowly bring that cable backwards, you want to pull that weight forward with your glutes, not your back. So your arms should not be doing the work here or your upper body. It's just your glutes bringing them forward. It's squeeze. Think about those glute muscles as you do this. Keep it under control. It's so important for a cable pull through to be in control. and not let the weight pull you. You're pulling that weight, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a really good one. It's very isolating, and that is it. Hi guys, it's me again. I've just been sat here doing the talk over that you've just heard. But I just wanted to finish off this video and say thank you so much for watching. Please do let me know if you did enjoy this, and if you would like, oh sorry, you just probably heard Bluebell snort. She's sat by me having a nap. But yeah, please do let me know if you did enjoy it and if you like this kind of video. I don't really do stuff like this anymore, but I actually do really enjoy sharing things that I've learned over the years and just seeing, yeah, if it's helpful for you lot. So please do let me know if you do like it, and I might do them here and there, and maybe different versions, different body parts or something, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what your top 5 glute moves are, or if it's the same as mine, please let me know. And I will hope you see you for another video.